So I have this new color pencils that I bought. They're super cheap. They were like, this one was 355. So I mean, hello. Ah, ah. Okay, I'll do this manually. 355. And this is like a color markers. They're very thin though. Oh no, they're not. They're kind of okay. So I should not draw with them to see what comes out. I don't care about the color, to be honest. I'm just gonna pick blue. Mix it in a little. Okay. What am I gonna draw? I don't know. It's just gonna flow. I don't know. Yes. If I stay silent, well, it's because I'm locked in. Huh? Did it break? I think it was the cap. It was like the cap that came out. I never seen this in my life. Okay. I kind of want to create a style that nobody has ever seen. So for that I need to like experiment, you know. I want to create something that is like so unique and so perfect that it literally makes you come visually and sexually too. Why not? I sometimes come. Not saying that. A lot of art, like when it comes to drawing, It's more about how you hold the pencil and how you move your arm and your hand. Because you cannot draw the same way you write. Because usually when you write, your hand is very stiff. And you cannot be stiff when you're doing art. It needs to be loose to an extent. Something that I like is big eyebrows. I feel like when it comes to your style, it really depends how you hold your pencil. There's people who literally draw like this with a pencil, or not pencil, or with your medium in general. I don't know if I guess you could draw like this to some extent. Like I could never draw like this, but in some schools they teach you to draw like this. I could never do that. It's very uncomfortable. But it does have its value. Like I don't think it's like a bad thing. I'm gonna change color for the mouth. Now I don't know if I'm gonna do it like this or like this or just following it. I might just do it like this. Wait, why does he have a cap? I never seen that. I've never seen that ever. Or am I just fill it in completely? There's honestly no rules. Like I've been drawing for so long. It's like you want to you want to like get it always perfect. Like there's no rules to this. I gotta charge. I would usually draw on stream, but like I guess I like doing other stuff. I just like doing too many things. Like I could literally open 3 different channels and be able to upload on each of them. But I just rather do everything in one channel. Like I never seen anybody do that. I know it might not be like the best thing because there might be people who like watching gameplays. Then there might be other people who might like music, and then other people who might like art and other things that I have not shown on stream. But honestly, I just rather do everything in one channel. Sometimes you do have to change like the position of the paper to get a certain angle. I wanna make her blonde. Hold on, maybe instead of using this, I use the other one. I never drawn with pens like this. Okay. Now, I do have to improve some things, you know. I'm not perfect. And also, like, as I was saying before, staying loose is just so important in drawing. And even if you like make mistakes, like I'm at a point right now where I don't really care if I make mistakes. I used to care a lot. And honestly, I might care sometimes, but for the most part, for most of the time, I honestly don't want to care anymore. Because, like, why would I make it harder for myself, you know? Also, comparing yourself is so bad too. I'm not really thinking about anything when I do this, like, oh, should I do it this way or that way? I'm just doing it, like, yeah. Okay, so she has blonde hair. But I want to put more colors in there because it's not illegal. Hey, oh, is this illegal? Maybe like... Maybe I put an orange like here. Now when this happens, you know the pens you have are cheap. Because it's like destroying the paper. But it doesn't matter. I even put the orange on the tips. I'm seeing it's lacking a little bit of depth, so, and also a little bit of like character to the tips. But that's something that we're gonna fix. Or what is even character, like what you like? I do like this very pointy ends. Let me see. I'm just gonna fill it in. Drawing doesn't have to be hard, honestly. Like, I'm just gonna leave a little space here so it looks like a highlight. And you know something? When you draw, this is my first drawing of the day, right? When you just draw your first drawing, when you just draw it, maybe it doesn't look exactly how you want it. But when you keep drawing, like by the second or the third or whatever, you'll get a nice drawing that you will like. That's usually what happens with me. For example, I don't really like this one. Maybe I could see what I can fix, but that's okay if I can. Now this here, so it looks like it's separated. Now I'm feeling it needs like more hair. I'm gonna do this. And also the face could have something else too. Ow. Mm. For example, let me see. edges to this, like this. And the edges, I'm gonna do them this color too. Now, something that's very important, like in a drawing, for example, I'm noticing the eyes could have like more character. Like they look dull, you know, so and it could work for a certain style, but personally, I just like when the eyes just look like one of the main things that you want to look at. I said I'm gonna do the edges or the ends this color too. A lot of a good drawing is just dependent on how much contrast there is. For example, I have a feeling if I could paint the face a certain color, it would look better. But I don't have like a very light color. That's okay. See now, I'm gonna do it a little more pointier. And maybe on some parts a little thicker. Why not? Like maybe above is thicker, and below it gets like a little thinner. Something else that can make a drawing pop, for example, I'm not even thinking about complementary colors or like what colors do work. Like, I'm not even thinking about that. You could do that, but honestly, rules are there to be broken. And I love breaking rules. I love breaking rules. I mean, I'm a trans person, come on. Look how it's already popping a little bit more. Just because of another color. Now the face. I'm trying to see what the face is missing. You have to be careful though, because you want to see what you can change, but you should not do you should not overdo it. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more. I think I fucked it out there, but it's okay. Because now I just do this. That's it. I'm gonna do the inner or the closer part to her a little darker with the blue. I could, for example, make her eyes. Do I have a violet here? It's a dark violet. I was feeling a brighter violet. I'm gonna do them red. I'm gonna draw red eyes. Why? Because YOLO. And now with the pink. Oh. I would have liked a lighter one. A lighter color for the eyes, but it's okay. With the pink, I'm gonna do something like this. Just small things that you can do to make the drawing pop a little bit more. Let me see. I could make my pencil fell. Try literally. For this shadow, I could just take a gray. It's like a greenish gray. They say this was what the drawing was missing, quote unquote. Or the face more than anything. Now I'm gonna do the eyebrows too. They have to be a little darker, so maybe I go twice or maybe even 3 times. Like, you should never really. I know it's kind of hard, and I know it's kind of just easy to say, oh, it's just don't overthink. Just don't overthink. Because I guess we're taught to just overthink. Like, we're trained to overthink, honestly. Mm. Now, I think for the final touches, I'm gonna add, like, oh, the cap. Why did I do that? Maybe so it doesn't get dry or something? This is black, right? I'm gonna do the edges like this, so it has a little more pop. Now, this is not the only way to make a drawing pop. This is just the way that I make drawings look like they're like popping. Oh my god, now that I look at it, this color looks kind of green. That's crazy. Maybe I don't do it everywhere because maybe it loses its touch, its original touch. Now does this. And I guess that's it. I guess that's it. I don't think you should never overthink ever. Now I'm gonna draw something from reference. And I'm gonna apply the same approach. Let me see how I do this. I'm gonna take pink now for the edges. Why? Because I don't care. It shouldn't matter. Okay. And like, you might be thinking, maybe if you do like a nice drawing, right? You might be thinking like, oh, I don't wanna do this. Like, I don't wanna like go over it like this. Don't think like that. You should just let it flow out, you know? Sometimes it's needed to go over a previous drawing that you did. Because, well, at least that's how I draw. This sketchbook was intended for watercolors, but I'm not feeling watercolors honestly. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna do with normal pencils. Just gonna do it with normal pencils. She has very long hair. Maybe I show the reference. For the hoodie, I might just change it. Might change the color. Like this. And like this. Very nice. Just a very baggy hoodie. I'm not really overthinking anything. I'm just drawing. Okay, so now, just very wavy hair. has like clouds. She has like clouds on her head. Okay, so now for the for her face, I'm gonna use red. These caps, I've never seen this. This is kind of a little annoying. That's her face. Wait, where is was it this one? Her hair does something like this, and then it comes down like this, and then it does like this. Now her hair, the outline is pink now, but I'm gonna fill it in with another color. Or with other colors. Other colors. Very nice. I'm gonna start with the hair, honestly. She's blonde too. I'm gonna show real quick. I could have just, edited in, but I'm lazy. That's her. Mm, Now this part is very dark, so I'm just gonna do this. Because this is the part of the hoodie. The hoodie by itself is very dark too. It's like a blue, deep blue. Okay, now. When you look at a reference, you should not try to copy it entirely. Like, you should, because you can't, unless you're going for it. You can't, okay? And also, if you're going for it, why not just take a picture? You know what I'm saying? Now, I guess there's people who like hyper realistic stuff. I'm not judging on you guys. I'm just saying, like, for the sake of like staying loose, you should never try to copy the thing entirely because you will get lost in what actually matters, which is just letting it flow. Like, you will get lost in BS. I'm so excited to play Final Fantasy again. is her eye? I'm feeling... I do like red eyes, I don't know why. This is a more anime approach. I guess this one is a little more anime. But yeah. You know what? I'm thinking now like this could have been like bigger. This could have been like this. But yeah. Super big baggy clothes. I do like baggy clothes. But it's a little hard to make them look feminine. Unless you have like long hair or a very feminine face. Okay, I'm gonna go with the hair now. Or let me see. Maybe something like this. Okay, she's blonde, but I'm gonna make her hair like green. Is there a light green here? Yeah. I'm gonna make her hair green. But first, a darker color. Maybe a blue. No. Because I was planning to use blue on the hoodie. I'm gonna start with green and then this blue. And then the hood is gonna be dark blue. And then the rest kind of blue. I would have gone with blonde, but since we did the other with blonde, well. I guess it would look a little boring. I'm gonna do this shadow right now. Just to get it out of the way. And I'm also gonna leave some spots, blank spots, so it looks like highlight. I sometimes see people like saying, oh, because I sometimes watch drawing videos, not as much as I used to though, and I see people saying, oh, to the person in the video, you have so much talent. And while that may be the case, I honestly do not believe in talent. Like, I just don't. Like, if you see like a 16-year-old who is like crazy good at drawing, he or she most likely just never stop drawing, because I feel like every single human being draws, like when they're kids, and then eventually they just stop. But there's people who never stop, and those people are the people who are like 10 years old and they're like doing like masterpieces because they never stop. So I don't think talent is even a thing. Oh, this might be nice. I honestly genuinely don't think talent is a thing. Because who is born and just knows how to do stuff? Nobody. Everybody has to learn. That would be unfair. Oh, this is gonna look good with the darker one. Mm. Now I wanna see how I do the highlights. Maybe I do that like this. Okay, so now I'm basically just gonna fill everything either with a black one or with a deep blue one. Maybe I just do deep blue. Sorry, black. Now, since this is very thick paper, I don't think it's gonna go through. No. That's a very nice advantage. It's taking the paper off, so I might just do all of this black, honestly. But I'm gonna leave a little space here so it doesn't get lost. And another little space here. I can now basically just fill this in. Maybe with different line direction. So there's like, so it simulates the fabric or the trajectory of the fabric. No, I first did this blue, but now I'm just gonna change it. Something about getting dirty when you're drawing, it's like, I don't know, it's like a nice feeling. Very nice. Okay, I'm feeling like she needs something on her face. She needs something on her face. Maybe I draw her eyebrows over, over everything. Maybe a yellow star. Cap. Or maybe her eyes are yellow. Make her lips red though. And now we could just do this bone. I feel like the shadows don't really pop like that. Maybe because her hair is very already dark. Blue is a very dark color, so I might just do this. I kind of know saying don't overthink is like a bad way if you're like a beginner. It kind of is. But it actually is the best way. Because if you start overthinking, while you're drawing, you won't be enjoying anything. While if you just don't overthink, like let's say you overthink and your drawings turn out like BS. Because that's how, when you overthink, your drawings always turn out like BS. So it's like you're overthinking, and on top of that, your drawings look like BS. So it's like a lose-lose. So at least like if you don't overthink and you're like a beginner, right? Well, at least it's not a lose-lose. You know, because I guess, yeah, beginners, they have to learn some stuff, they have to learn fundamentals and stuff like that. But yeah, um, maybe I can draw something else. Mm, so the bottom line is just try to not overthink. That's the bottom line. And also try to draw in a different um size, because I remember I used to draw very little, and it was because of like I was basically scared of like, oh, what if I waste the material on some BS? Like what if I'm just wasting the medium that I'm using and it turns out like BS? Oh, I didn't notice that. Like you have to try different sizes and see which one you like, because I guess you could draw eyes like this, very little, and a nose, and a mouth, and some ears. I guess you could do that, but it's generally better to draw a little bit bigger. And when I figured that out, my drawings really evolved. Because I used to draw very little. I used to really draw very little. Ask me why I dream with Elon Musk, bro. Like, I wonder why. I had the weirdest Elon Musk dream ever. So the bottom line is, don't overthink. Don't overthink. Even when you're learning, even when you're like studying. Because of course, if you want to get better, you have to like study. Unless you're a very visual person. That's what it is. Pink. Let's try pink. How can you make a pink go darker with another color? Let me see. Before that, I'm kind of making a mess. Maybe some hair. Look how it turns blue. As soon as I go to the black, it turns blue. And when I mix this, it turns orange, like with the red. So this is like a very, it's like red with white. So it's a form of red. So for me to make it a little darker, or maybe like purple, I think yellow would work. No, no, yellow is too. Maybe like orange. Or a cooler color. Wait. I could do this. keep doing the hair. And last but not least, boom. Okay, that's it. Peace.